Have you ever wondered about the extraordinary life of Siddhartha Gautama, the man known as the Buddha? Born into royalty in the lush gardens of Lumbini, he was swaddled in luxury from his very first breath. As the son of King Suddhodana, young Siddhartha was destined for greatness, but not in the way you might expect for a prince. From an early age, he was shielded from the harsh realities of life. His days were filled with lessons in art and philosophy, his nights with dreams of a future as a mighty ruler. Yet a prophecy lurked in the shadows of his golden childhood. A holy man foretold that Siddhartha would either become a world-renowned king or a spiritual leader, guiding humanity towards a path of enlightenment. But a life of luxury was not to be his destiny, as a profound spiritual journey awaited young Siddhartha. At the age of 29, something changed. Siddhartha was confronted with the harsh realities of life outside his palace walls. Until then, Siddhartha had lived a sheltered life of luxury, hidden away from the harsh truths of the world. But a chance encounter outside the palace walls would forever change his life in the course of human spirituality. He was exposed to the four sights. First, he saw an old man, frail and bent with age, a stark contrast to the youthful vigor and vitality he was accustomed to within the palace. Then he saw a sick man writhing in pain and suffering, a sight that deeply moved him. The third sight was even more jarring. He saw a corpse, a lifeless body, a vivid reminder of the inevitable end that awaited every living being. But it was the fourth sight that would ultimately set the course of his life. He saw a monk, serene and content, seemingly untouched by the suffering around him. This sight stirred a deep yearning within Siddhartha. He wondered, what was the secret to the monk's peace and contentment amid such suffering? These experiences ignited a flame within Siddhartha. He resolved to renounce his royal life, his wealth and privileges, in search of spiritual enlightenment. He desired to understand the cause of human suffering and the path to liberation from it. And so began Siddhartha's journey from prince to pauper, from worldly pleasures to spiritual pursuits. Siddhartha, now a wandering ascetic, was on a quest for spiritual enlightenment. With this singular purpose, he embraced a life of extreme austerity. He believed that by denying all earthly desires and pleasures, he would free his mind from the shackles of the physical world and attain his much sought-after enlightenment. For 6 long years, Siddhartha lived in severe asceticism, surviving on a mere grain of rice a day, meditating for hours on end, and sleeping on beds of thorns. His body grew frail, his spirit waned, yet enlightenment remained elusive. It was in this state of profound weakness and disillusionment that Siddhartha had a critical realization. He acknowledged that these extreme practices were not leading him towards the enlightenment he sought. Instead, they were taking a toll on his health and clouding his mind. He realized that neither the life of luxury he had left behind in his father's palace, nor the life of extreme deprivation he was leading, held the key to spiritual awakening. It was then that Siddhartha decided to follow a different path, a path of balance, which he called the middle way. The middle way, as Siddhartha conceived it, was a path of moderation, a path that avoided the extremes of self-indulgence and self-mortification. It was a path of wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. It was a path that led to clarity of mind, a path that led to understanding the true nature of reality. Embracing this new philosophy, Siddhartha nourished his weakened body, regained his strength, and resumed his meditations with renewed vigor. He sat under a large Bodhi tree, vowing not to rise until he had found the truth. And after 49 days and nights of deep meditation, it happened. It was under the Bodhi tree, Siddhartha finally found the answers he'd been seeking and became the Buddha. His journey had not been easy, but it was a journey that would change the world forever. And it all began with a single step, a single decision to seek a path that was neither too hard nor too easy, but just right. The path to enlightenment. Awakened and with a new perspective on life and suffering, Buddha began to share his wisdom with others. He was no longer Siddhartha Gautama, the sheltered prince, but Buddha, the enlightened one, with insights that would forever transform the world. Central to Buddha's wisdom were the Four Noble Truths. The first truth acknowledged the existence of suffering. From birth to death, life is filled with pain, loss, sickness, and unfulfilled desires. The second truth identified the cause of suffering as attachment. We suffer because we crave things that are impermanent. The third truth, however, offered a beacon of hope. It declared that suffering could end, that there was a way to liberate ourselves from the cycle of pain. Finally, the fourth truth presented the path to this liberation, the Noble Eightfold Path. The Eightfold Path served as a guide to ethical and mindful living. It consisted of right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. By following these steps, Buddha taught, one could attain a state of moral and spiritual excellence. Among Buddha's teachings, the concept of nirvana held a special place. It was the ultimate goal, the end of suffering, the cessation of all desires, and the release from the cycle of rebirth. Nirvana was not a place but a state of being, beyond words and conceptual understanding. It was the utter peace and bliss that came with the realization of the ultimate truth. Throughout his life, Buddha emphasized the importance of compassion, kindness, and understanding. He taught that every individual had the potential to attain enlightenment, just as he had. His words were not commands, but invitations to embark on a journey of self-discovery and inner peace. Buddha's teachings continue to guide millions worldwide, offering a path of peace and enlightenment. They remind us that happiness isn't found in external riches, but in the wealth of inner peace. They challenge us to look beyond our immediate desires and see the bigger picture. That life, with all its pain and beauty, is a journey to be experienced fully, not a problem to be solved. The journey of Gautama Buddha, from a sheltered prince to an enlightened teacher, is a testament to the transformative power of self-discovery. His life, marked by profound insights and serene wisdom, has guided millions on the path of peace and enlightenment. His teachings, rooted in compassion and mindfulness, continue to resonate in our world today. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed this video and would like to learn more about other significant figures in history, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.